What are the best gaming consoles this year? If you're planning on saving up for a console or figuring out which ones to get, you might have a bit of a trouble deciding which is best, since gaming consoles nowadays are no longer as affordable as $200. But not only that, there are some games that are exclusive in each console, so it also depends on what kind of games you really want to play. But don't worry, we'll lay out for you the best consoles that have been sold out for the past few years, including the most notable ones such as PlayStation and Xbox. So let's dive right into it. Welcome to the Review Nerds YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be reviewing some cool products for you that you might enjoy. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated whenever we upload a new video. Also, please like this video, leave a comment down below if you enjoy our stuff. Now let's get back to the video. The Sony PlayStation 5. Having been launched since 2020 in two different versions, the standard PS5 for $500 and the PS5 Digital Edition for $400, this latest PlayStation console has been sold out more frequently, especially since it was during the pandemic, affecting a lot of consumers who have waited patiently ever since it was announced. But wait, why are there two different consoles for the PS5? Folks who are less into buying games on disc would opt for the digital edition, and it is also slightly cheaper. The PS5 Standard Edition, however, comes with a disc drive that will also play UHD Blu-ray movies as well as PS4 compatible games. That's basically the only difference between the two versions. The graphics are very much the same, so don't worry about that. It's either you want a console with a disc drive or not. Regarding the games, PlayStation happens to come up with more exclusive titles than Xbox, but Xbox is just as good when most of their games are also compatible for PC. But if you're also considering playing online, you can opt for the PS Plus subscription service, which comes in three different tiers: PlayStation Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium. The PS Plus Essential is the most basic subscription, which starts at an annual price of $60, while Extra and Premium are $100 and $120 respectively. By subscribing to any of these subscription tiers, members can get exclusive access to many gaming titles that are included. In addition to that, there's also online play, 2 free titles every month, as well as discounted prices and sales on selective games at the PS Store. Members under the Extra and Premium subscription will get access to even more exclusive gaming catalogs available. As long as you are a subscription member, you can own any of the free games you've encountered during your membership. So that means if ever you cancel your subscription at any time, you then lose access to your free games. If you're wondering about using streaming services within your PS5, you don't have to worry about needing a subscription for that, as well as being able to use the voice chat system. If you're also into VR games for PlayStation, you'll probably enjoy the fact that the PS5 is mostly backwards compatible along with other games. It's not completely 100%, considering that Sony will continue to sell PS4 games until 2023. So if you're still a PS4 user, you might eventually end up in a chokehold to upgrade in the near future unless you have other plans. Overall, it's more on what games you've owned and whether you want to bring those over to the new console. But if you have spare money to throw around and invest in newer PS5 games, that's definitely up to you. The PS5 is pretty much worth the upgrade if you're heavily invested with their games. Let's not forget that the PS5 consoles are pretty huge, both of which are about 16 inches in length. The PS5 digital console, however, appears slimmer, which is half compared to the standard edition. If you happen to own both consoles, the PS4 as well as the Xbox One, well, let's check out what this latest Xbox console offers before you make your decision. If you're more curious about a PlayStation 5 and want to know more about it, you can check it out in our description. Microsoft's Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. Similar to the PS5, the newer Xbox console also comes in two versions. The Series X and the Series S also launched back in November 2020. The Series S is the disc-free version for some people who prefer buying games digitally, but will definitely miss out on a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive if you happen to own movies or physical games. But both consoles are equally stunning with their minimal slim rectangular figure, with the Series X looking much more of a bigger console to put on your living room table or TV shelf. If you're considering which graphics on each console is better, you might have to look at it another way, since the latest graphics on the newest games are nearly identical for both PlayStation and Xbox, and not all 3D realistic games are up to everyone's taste. It's a matter of preference in what games you want to play. Additionally, while PlayStation has their own subscription service, Xbox too has their own Xbox Game Pass. Looking back on the previous consoles, the Xbox One didn't have major exclusive titles on their platform compared to the PS4, although they already have a huge number of other games that you can't find on the PlayStation. Plus, along with the Xbox Game Pass, a lot of games are available for both console and PC platforms. Speaking of the Xbox Game Pass, it's only $15, which gives you exclusive access to more than 100 games, including those available for PC. It's much more affordable compared to that of PlayStation subscription services. Probably all the more reason to opt for this gaming console instead. There's also the Xbox Live Gold membership, which allows for online multiplayer. The Xbox Series X and the Series S are selling at full prices at about $500 and $300, respectively. But for those who are on a budget, fortunately Microsoft offers a monthly payment for both of these consoles. For Xbox Series X, you can pay from about $35 a month with no upfront costs and 0% APR for 24 months, while the Series S is offered at around $25 a month. You can check it out at your preferred retailers or at the official Xbox website. Moving on to the last best console on this list, the Nintendo Switch. At the time of this video, there are 3 different models you can go for, including the Nintendo Switch, which launched back in 2017, the Nintendo Switch Lite from 2019, and lastly, the Nintendo Switch OLED model from 2021, which is more of a revamped model of the Nintendo Switch with an improved and wider screen at 7 inches from the regular 6.2 inches. Now, you can't really compare with this both PlayStation and Xbox. It doesn't come with 4K features and doesn't offer that many streaming apps that you typically use at home. However, the Nintendo Switch stands out as being the best console for carrying many family-friendly games and portability. Focusing on the regular model as well as the latest OLED model, the Nintendo Switch comes itself as a portable tablet with 2 detachable Joy-Con controllers you can place on each side. The Switch Lite model does not come with detachable controllers as it is purely for handheld gaming. And unlike the Switch Lite model, you can connect your regular Switch to your TV via HDMI cable by inserting your Switch tablet in the docking station. Unfortunately, if you're keen with the quality of the graphics and display, the Switch can only bring up to about 1080p resolution on your TV or monitor. The graphics, on the other hand, aren't up to par with the PS5 and Xbox Series, whether you're playing it on TV or in handheld mode. But many games have since been more exclusive for the Switch nowadays, since Nintendo decided to discontinue their older consoles such as the 2DS and 3DS as well as the Wii U. If you're deciding which of the 3 Nintendo Switch versions is best, we would suggest the regular Nintendo Switch. It's not too expensive compared to the OLED model and much better than owning the Switch Lite if you intend to invest in owning various games from that platform. It's basically the best option, especially for those who are interested in getting this console for the first time. But you can always get the new OLED model if you want a wider screen while playing on the go. However, there are some cons to this. The Switch Joy-Cons may take time to adjust depending on your comfort, and if you prefer a traditional game controller, you best have to buy Nintendo Switch Controller Pro or other third-party controllers suited for this device. Also, the Switch devices don't come with a huge amount of storage, despite many major titles demanding more than 20 gigabytes of space. Unless you're more into collecting game cartridges, you would want to get yourself a micro SD card, which you can insert within a Nintendo Switch device to maximize your internal storage. Overall, there are workarounds to how you want to use your Nintendo Switch. Whether you just want it mainly as your console for TV or playing it on the go, this gaming console is pretty much flexible for your gaming needs. You can find the Nintendo Switch models available at Nintendo's official website or at your favorite online retailers. So what gaming console are you going for? Or do you have at least one of them already? Let us know which one's your favorite. And that's it for today's video. If you stayed this long, consider subscribing to the Review Nerds and hitting that notification bell so you won't miss out on our future stuff. Please like this video, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.